building, man. Game 7. Game 7. Wednesday morning, game 7. What's good? Back in the building, man. Y'all know what time it is, man. What's good? What's good? What's up, Jeremy? Back in the building, man. I hope so. If you heard this early in the morning, you ain't doing nothing else if you ain't inside that building. And you already know it don't cost nothing to push that like button. Tell you that straight up. It don't cost nothing to push it. It's all free. Well, it's Wednesday morning, man. Like I say, hit the ground running every other morning, man. The day is no different. Yep, I hit the ground running this morning, man. It's kind of chill out there, man. Let you know, guess what? It's almost here. Talking about winter. It's almost here, man. It's almost Thanksgiving. And shit, you know, after that, it's Christmas. So, I hope y'all got them turkeys ready. And after that, them Christmas gifts ready, man. But every day should be Christmas, man, if you're in a position to give somebody something. And I ain't drinking no coffee this morning, Jerm. It's all about this here this morning, man. Yep, it's this two combinations right here, man. That's what I'm drinking this morning. Protein shake and an apple juice. Yep. Man, come on, man. You talking about, yeah, I ran it this morning. I told you I run it Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. That's 3 days a week I take out running, man. 5 miles, I ain't never hurt nobody. It's just pure determination, man. I wish I could run 10, man, but guess what? When you reach a certain number in life, you gotta cut that shit in half. So I'm doing good to run 5 non-stop. But it's consistency, man. I try to stay consistent on all that shit, man. Because without that, I ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I do, if I'm gonna be a bullshit motherfucker, I'm gonna be consistent at it. I ain't gonna do it sometime and don't do it all the time. But on the front end of that, running is what I do. Yeah, that's good, man. You ahead of the game, because most people ain't gonna do that. To be able to run 5 miles and smoke, it tells a whole lot about you. Eventually, your ass gonna stop smoking, because you're gonna realize you don't need it. And that's for real, man. But, you know, when I do that running, man, I always come up with the word of the day, man. And on my pursuit this morning, I came up with the word of the day this morning. Out there running. My hand's still cold. See, I read the ear. That's what happens when you come in and get in that motherfucking cold ass shower. You know, most people take a hot shower, man, but I take a cold shower, man. What's good? Show your love, boy. Say, you been on time every morning, man. Top of the morning, ain't no doubt, Sal. Ain't no doubt. For those that woke up this early in the morning and got to take the kids to school, man, shout out to y'all, man. Y'all stand down and y'all stand ready so y'all ain't got to get ready. And you already know them cigarettes gonna destroy them lungs, man. That's why the Surgeon General say on the back of the pack, man, smoking is hazardous to your health. But you know, most people continue to smoke until it's time to go to the hospital, and then they want you to pray for them. By that time, it's too late. So if you just jumping in here, show your love, sun and south. Let's hit that like button, man, so we can go down through there, man. I'm gonna get his word of the day, and you already know I'm on a time frame. And the time I'm on here is scheduled, man. All my shit is scheduled. Let's hit the like button, man. Let's go. If you ain't hit the like button, then let me know you're here for some bullshit. Cause the ones that be here every day hit the like button, man. Let's go. We ain't doing no tripping. And I ain't doing no tripping. And that's real. Yep. Facts, man. Like I already tell you, man, it's like when you come in somebody's house, you speak, you don't just walk in that motherfucker and don't say nothing. That's disrespectful and out of line at the same time. You know what I'm saying? And even if I don't know you, if I see you in the grocery store, you speak to me, I'm gonna speak back. And that don't mean we friends. That just mean I respect your space and your area. You know what I'm saying? Oh, so you look, we ain't worrying about no likes, man. All we want to do is get the word of the day, man. You know, we ain't worried about no likes. It's all good as long as point understood. That's what we trying to do. We trying to get the word of the day and, you know, get self-motivated, man, to do the right shit. And hoping that it'll take us in the right direction, but sometimes that shit don't always turn out, homie. So we ain't worried about no likes. Because guess what? Just because motherfucker push a like button, that don't mean they like the person that they listening to. Always remember that, man. You know, and a matter of fact, that shit coincides with the word of the day. Remember what I said? Ain't no doubt. You either gotta wipe your feet off on the rug or take your shoes off. Especially when you walk in somebody else's house, you gotta respect the house. That's the same thing when we online. When you come in the house, hit the like button. This shit is free. It don't cost you nothing. Because if it did cost you, if it cost people anything to come online or to subscribe to a channel, guess what? Motherfuckers wouldn't have no channel. Because 90% of the people don't want to pay for shit. They always want to be in the free lunch line. As if when we was growing up, you know, them free lunches they give out, you got people like that in the street right now. They feel like it's always better when it's free. But on the back end, that shit is not, because the minute you get somebody something for free, you can't depend on that person, because they only there for what? What you giving them. Now don't let that shit go over your head, right? But like I said, man, back to what I just said a few minutes ago. The word of the day, let me give it out real quick. It's pretending. Anybody know anybody that's around them or in their environment been pretending their whole life to be something they really not? I call those people the great pretenders. The great pretenders. And we amongst them every day. People are trying to be things that they're not. And when it come time to be that, they don't want to be that. In other words, check this out. Have you ever heard anybody say, oh, I'm a player of this, I'm a player of that. I got this, I got that, right? But when it come time to be a player, when he get knocked for his girl, he's something else. In other words, he'd rather kill the man than charge the woman of him. But you've been screaming this shit that you a player the whole time, when in fact you really not, you a lover boy. I've seen that over and over again, right? And it happens every day, man. And I call that situational people. People get in situations, and when they get in the situation, they don't want to be what they say they are, right? It's like this here. I'm gonna share a little story with you, man, that I ran into a couple of days ago, right? So, of course, I got sisters and I got brothers, right? Which would never be, seen in this position right here, right? Because they got their own lives, man. They got their own lives, so you got to respect that. But it doesn't stop me from saying what I'm about to say, right? Because I can do that because, these are my people. Anyway, man, I got a nephew, right? And like I always tell people, man, especially him, but sometimes he falls up under that category as a great pretender, right? And I always tell him, look, bro, you ain't never ever got to go to prison, man, because I went for you. I went to prison for you, so you don't even have to go. In other words, not the shit that I did, it's the knowledge that I have. And all you have to do is obtain it from a mental standpoint, and you'll understand where I'm coming from. That it's a better way of doing shit, especially when you don't have to do it, right? And that's a part of wisdom. People will show you what you do not want to be. In other words, I was gone so long, and when I came home, he was already here, right? He was already here. So growing up, if I wasn't around for all those substantial amount of years, that shows you as a person where you do not want to go. And that's where I came from. But sometimes that shit ain't good enough. Sometimes it takes a motherfucker going to jail, or it takes a motherfucker to get in some trouble that they know they can't get out of, right? So in other words, man, and back to this, the great pretender. Anytime you pretending to be something that you're not, it's gonna come a time and point where you are gonna have to represent what you say you are, right? It's kind of like an individual that carries a gun all day, right? The word of the day, Jeremy, is pretender. What I mean by pretender, we all know people that pretend to be something that they're not. I don't care what you say or when you say it or how you say it, it's gonna always be somebody that pretend to be something they're not. In other words, people will campaign until they get elected, and when they get elected, they want a whole nother outcome. That's not the case in the real world. So what I'm saying is this: I got a nephew. He's a great pretender. He's a great pretender. Ain't no doubt, man. You picked it up off the top, Sal. You picked it up off the top, man. That's real. What's up, LC, man? I see you in the building, man. I know you just got it, man. The word of the day is great pretender, man, because we all know people that's pretending to be something that they're not. So that's what I'm speaking on, and I'm speaking on that, and I'm painting a picture because it's somebody that's in my family that is a great pretender, when he, in fact, don't even have to be that. Why? Because I tell you, anybody that I come in close proximity with, that you don't have to go to prison, ain't no doubt, fake ass people. And I always tell people, man, that I'm really close to, hey, listen to what I'm telling you, especially people that are younger than me. You do not have to enter any system. Why? Because I went for you. Not literally for you, but my mistakes were made so you don't make the same mistakes. And you don't have to go in nowhere else to ask anybody about an institution when it's right here with you. But sometimes, like the great Nipsey Hussle say, man, a gift horse can be right in your face and you won't even recognize it. You'll go around the corner and ask somebody else for some information when the shit is right here. Anyway, man, anybody that know me know that I have both my arms are sleeved out, And my back is, with tattoos too. Why? Because what else do I have to do in prison other than desecrate my body with tattoos? Facts. And it don't mean that people go to prison to get tattoos because they like them. That ain't the case. The thing about that is that you have nothing else to do. You have too much idle time. So what do? Some people do this, other people do other things. I decided to put tattoos on both of my arms like a damn fool, right? So anyway, he has never been to prison. He has never been locked up. But yet and still, his arms look like mine. His arms look just like mine, right? And he didn't get that from me because I was in prison, and when I came home, he had all this shit, but has never ever been incarcerated his whole life. Great pretender situation, right? But it don't stop there. So now, he has the audacity to say that he is a street dude. Street dude, right? So now he carries a weapon in his back pocket. Like I said, on numerous occasions, I talk to him, say, hey man, this is the situation, this is what's gonna happen, this is what ain't gonna happen, but if you go here, this is what's gonna happen, right? The thing about it though is this here. People in society, man, want to impress other people. It doesn't matter what you say or how you talk to them, they still want to be impressive to other people, right? Until the time to be what you say you're gonna be or do what you say you're gonna do, right? And believe me, I talk to him in a way that I don't talk to this situation as far as on YouTube. It's a total different conversation. In other words, I don't tailor my words when I'm talking to him. At no point in time do I tailor my words. I give it to him straight across the board. Tell him what's gonna happen, when it's gonna happen, and who he is, right? But at the end of the day, man, sometimes a life ass whooping is better than college. Remember what I said? Sometimes a life ass whooping is better than college, right? So, just the other day, I get a phone call. Of course, it's his mother. Hey, I need your help. What's the problem? She telling me my nephew has went to jail for carrying a weapon in his back pocket. She didn't say he went to jail for discharging the weapon. She said carrying it in his back pocket. He has gotten caught with a pistol in his back pocket. Why? Because he's trying to pretend to be something he's not. And guess what happened? You in jail and you pretending to be street, but you call him mama now to make your fucking bond. You call him mama to make your bond. But you street though. Did we make his bond? Of course we did. We made his bond. We made his bond. Why? Because that's what we are supposed to do as family members. Right or wrong, we still believe in change, that he will change, right? But the bond wasn't made without the conversation. Now, I'm not going into the extent of the conversation, but I had to let him know. Pretending will get you two things, son. Pretending will get you two things in this real life. It will get you killed, or it will put you in the system for a long time. Those are the two choices that you have to make. And like we all know, we can take a horse to water, but we can't make him drink. We as people can take people to the water, but we cannot make them drink. We are surrounded by pretenders, People that pretend to be something that they're not. And we know people like that. But is it our job to address those people? In certain situations, it is. But you got to remember one thing, though. Everybody cannot handle criticism, whether it's constructive or whether it's just plain old criticism, right? Because sometimes people in life, man, you have to let them go through situations in order for them to learn, right? Do I want my nephew to go to prison? No. I don't want him to go to prison. I don't want him to go through none of the shit that I went through. Because I understand right now that the type of society we living in is more mental. In other words, why I'm saying more mental, the people that are being born out here now, they are used to certain things. And once those things are taken away from them, we don't know how they're gonna turn out. I don't know if he can get a 30-year sentence and have to do 15 years. He might be one of the ones that put a noose around his neck and jump off the run. I don't know. We bleed the same blood, but we are not the same people. We are not the same people. So in other words, what I'm saying, man, never pretend to be something that you're not, man. Because like the old school saying, that in which what is in the dark will come to the light. And I don't know how bad it's gonna be. I don't know how bad it's gonna be. Sometimes that shit can be detrimental to your life. And if trying to be cool is worth living for a dime for, then I guess you're gonna try to be cool. Trying to be cool is not worth it. In other words, what I'm saying, man, trying to impress situations in other people, man, when you get in those situations, people are not there for you. So don't be fooled while you trying to be cool. Simple as I can put it. And like I tell anybody, man, look at what's in front of you. And that situation and that person will show you and tell you what you do not want to be. And that's facts. And that's facts. Look at the things in your life or your situation and compare it to the other people's situation, man, and you'll know exactly which direction to go. You'll know exactly what direction to go. But sometimes people campaign so hard. They campaign hard. And then when they get elected, it's too late. When they get elected, it's too late. You are somewhere that you don't want to be in life. But it don't have to go like that. All you have to do is be what you were born to be or what you're striving to be. Fuck the rest. Because anything that's on the outside looking in, they ain't for you no way. Because if they was, guess what? They'll tell you. It's the same way I do. When I tell him, there's nothing in life that you have to do that you don't want to do. I understand people put themselves in situations and put themselves up under so much peer pressure to where they feel like they have to perform. You don't have to perform at the level of other people because they got their life and you got your life. And at that moment, when you try to live up to the level of other people, you become suspect in your own fucking life. You become suspect in your own life. And at that moment, you create situations that you don't even have to be in. You don't have to be there. All you have to do is live a normal life in a normal situation, man, and take care of normal business. Take care of normal business that adds value to your situation, man. Trust me, man. And I can't tell you what to do. I'm of age, and I'm quite sure that people that's up this morning are of age. You don't have to pretend or walk through life trying to be something that you're not. In other words, what I'm saying, It's all right to fall up under the ruling and the saying of fake it till you make it. But how long do you fake it? How long do you fake it? Do you fake it till it's over with? Or do you fake it till you get where you're going? Because you can only fake for so long. But and it's a true saying, you can fool some of the people some of the time, but not all the time. And all the time meaning that you can't fool yourself. You can't fool yourself. And it's like me. I don't use other people for an example when I'm painting a picture. I'm always using me in situations. Why? Because I know one thing, my skin is not soft against me. My skin is not soft against me. And the people that I'm close to, I can do that with. Why? Because I talk to those people every day. I talk to them every day. But the minute you pretend that you something that you're not, you're gonna get a chance to be that. You're gonna get a chance to be that. In his situation, you carrying a fucking weapon around in your back pocket, you're gonna get a chance to use that motherfucker. And once that bullet discharges, it only takes 60 seconds for that bullet to discharge. And once it's in something, you can't take it back. You can't take it back. And all of a sudden, you ain't street no more. All that street shit gone out of you. Especially when you go in front of the fucking magistrate and they talking about giving you 50 years. Most people in today's time, you can't do no fucking 25 years, man. And if you say you can, you lying. You are telling a blatant lie. If you say you can do a 25-year sentence in any institution, whether it be in the state, the Fed, anywhere. Once again, that falls up under you can fool some of the people some of the time, but not all the time. Because the systems and a person is not designed to be confined in one place or in one cell for that amount of time. It does something to you. Whether you want to admit it or not, it does something to your mental. It does something to you. And if you can't control that shit, you in last place. It's the same thing in the world. You have a lot of people in society right now that have never been nowhere. They've never been into any institution in the world, but they still suffer from mental health. Because they pretend their whole life to be something they're not, and all of a sudden they wake up and they are that in which what they are pretending to be. And once it happens, it's too late. So all I'm telling you, man, don't pretend to be something that you're not, man. If you got a job, go to work. If you broke, fix it. If you on drugs, don't deny that shit. Fix it. If you're in a fucked up marriage and you want to work on it, fix it. Don't pretend like that shit is okay. Don't pretend like it's okay. Anything that you're searching for in life, man, if you be real with what you are searching for, you can fix the shit. I'm here to tell you, man, it's like, let's go back on this, right? And I always say this, man, that when you're around situations, man, you become that situation. If you're around the fucked up situation, you become that situation, right? But if you remove yourself from that situation, then you give yourself breathing room to figure out what you want to do. And like I always say, man, don't try to fix somebody else's shit when your shit not fixed. That's just shit piling up. is piling up on you. And then you become frustrated. And before you know it, you stuck. You can't get out, you don't know how to get out. So what happens is your fucking emotions come in and you react to the first situation it is. And then you find yourself saying, why in the fuck did I do that, man? Here I am stuck in another situation that I can't get out of. It's easy to do, man. It's easy to do, man. The world is a setup, man. This shit is set up and it's designed for you to lose. The world is designed for you to lose, man. In other words, what I'm saying, man, that if you're in an oppressed situation and you are struggling financially, it's designed to keep you in that situation. Don't be tricked. This shit is designed to keep you in your situation, in your current situation. That's what it's for. And I don't know who I'm talking to. I don't know your situations. I don't know your situations. I only know my situation. But I understand me. Understand me. It's me versus me. It's me fixing me. It ain't me fixing you, and it ain't me trying to fix that situation. I can only give my advice. I am everything you don't want to be. When it comes to situations as far as fucking up, I was everything that you didn't want to be. I'm the motherfucker that fucked up. I'm the one that did this. I'm the one that did that. I'm showing people what they don't want to be. Don't look at the situation and I'm in now, because it hadn't always been like this. My situation was fucked up, but I changed that shit. So in other words, what I'm trying to tell you is this: if you in a situation, you can change the shit. You can change it. It ain't too late. But if you continue to go on pretending to be something that you not, shame on you. Shame on you, man. You know your current situation. You know if it's good or whether it's bad. You know that. Don't add motherfucking wood to your fire, man. Put that shit out and start over. In other words, what I'm saying, man, is this. The world is full of sharks. And they swim amongst situations every day. Sometimes you gotta be a dolphin. Sometimes you have to be a dolphin, man. In other words, what I'm saying, you gotta be a thinker. And I'm not saying you're gonna be in a situation where you have to react, but we as people put ourselves in situations, man. And sometimes the situation ain't good. Figure out your situation, man. And if you feel like you stuck, that's what you need to work on changing, man. That's what you need to work on changing, man. And like I say, man, we're gonna make mistakes, man. Because the world is designed for us to make mistakes. It's like having a fucking foreign car. It looks pretty until the motherfucker break down and you gotta take it back to the foreign dealership because you can't take it nowhere else. For those that have ever had a foreign car know what I'm talking about. But see, I didn't know that shit before I got a foreign car. That fucking car is designed to fuck up for you to only take it back to the dealership so they can charge your ass more money to get it fixed. So investigate your situation, man, and understand one thing, man, that, hey, I've been pretending to be something that I'm not for a long time, and adjust the shit and fix it. And it's all right to fake it till you make it. But how long do you fake, though? And how long is it gonna take you to make it? If it's taking you a lot longer than you expected to, that tells you in the wrong situation. And that situation you in is never gonna change. So man, like I said, the word of the day, man, is pretending. And if you fall up under the category as one of those great pretenders, at some time and point in your life, your campaign will get you elected. And you're gonna find yourself in a situation that you really can't get out of, man. You are gonna find yourself in a situation that you cannot escape. Simple as that, man. It's gonna be too late. But people will show you who you don't wanna be. That's where wisdom comes from. People show you who you don't wanna be. Now, if you begin to become that same person, whatever happened to them, you can rest for sure it's gonna happen to you. That's how life works. So anyway, man, I appreciate y'all for tapping in this morning, man. Y'all stay up, stay free, and stay true to who you are. Things will change, man. Things will change as long as you understand your situation and where you are and where you are going, man. And don't ever think this motherfucking free society is set up for you to win. This shit is set up for you to lose. The more people lose, the more people that's already ahead stay ahead. Remember this, I'm gonna say it again before I get out of here. Society as a whole is set up for you to lose. It is not set up for you to win. Those people that are in position now, whether it be political or whether it be in a system, it is set up for all those people only to continue to win. And you will only win when you figure that out. But it starts with self. So until tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. sharp, stay up, stay free, and don't be a pretender. Salute.